You set a goal. You felt motivated. You started. And then, without knowing exactly when, you stopped. Not because the goal was wrong, not because you didn't care, but because something inside you pulled you away. A notification, a thought, a habit you didn't choose. That wasn't weakness, that was dopamine. And until you understand what it is doing to your brain, you will keep losing to it.
Most people think dopamine is the pleasure chemical. It isn't. Dopamine is the anticipation chemical. Your brain releases dopamine not when you get the reward, but when it expects one. That distinction changes everything. Because what dopamine actually does is create drive, urgency, desire. It tells your brain, go after that, now. And your brain listens. Here is the problem. Your brain cannot tell the difference between checking your phone and finishing a meaningful project. Both trigger dopamine, but one is instant, easy, designed to be addictive. And the other requires delay, discomfort, sustained effort. When both options exist, your brain chooses the fastest path to the reward every time. Not because you are weak, because that is exactly how the system was built.
Your brain runs on a loop. Trigger, craving, action, reward. This loop evolved over thousands of years to keep you alive. It pushed you to find food, to seek shelter, to chase things worth chasing. But the loop was designed for a world with very few rewards. A world where dopamine spikes were rare, earned, meaningful. That world no longer exists. Today, you carry a device in your pocket that delivers dopamine hits hundreds of times a day. Every notification is a trigger. Every scroll is a reward. Every like is a signal that tells your brain, come back, do it again. Your brain did not change, but the environment did. And your dopamine system, which was built for scarcity, is now drowning in abundance. The result? Your baseline dopamine level drops. When your baseline drops, ordinary things feel unbearable. Sitting with a difficult task feels like pain. Deep work feels like suffering. Your brain screams for stimulation, and your discipline pays the price. This is not a character flaw. This is neuroscience. Here is the mental model you need. Think of your dopamine system as a scale. On one side, instant rewards, fast, easy, designed to hook you. On the other side, meaningful work, slow, uncomfortable, but important. When both sides are balanced, discipline is possible. When the instant reward side is overloaded, discipline becomes almost impossible. Every time you check your phone instead of working, you tip the scale. Every time you watch one more video instead of starting, you tip the scale. Not because you decided to fail, because your brain is following its own logic. And that logic says the fastest reward wins. So the question is not how to have more willpower. The question is how to rebalance the scale. How to make meaningful work feel rewarding enough for your brain to choose it. That is not motivation. That is architecture, and it can be engineered.
Here is the system. It has 3 phases. Phase 1, reduction. You cannot recalibrate a dopamine system that is constantly being flooded.
The first step is to remove the highest stimulation sources from your immediate environment. Not forever, not completely, but strategically. Phone out of reach during work, notifications off, no social media in the first hour of your day. You are not punishing yourself. You are lowering the noise so your brain can hear something else. Phase 2, reintroduction. Start exposing your brain to low stimulation, high value activities. Reading, walking without headphones, sitting with a single task. These feel uncomfortable at first. That discomfort is the signal that your dopamine system is recalibrating. Stay with it. Most people quit here because it feels like nothing is happening. But what is actually happening is the most important thing. Your baseline is rising. When your baseline rises, ordinary, meaningful work starts to feel rewarding again. Phase 3, design. Now you build the system. You define your work blocks, fixed, non-negotiable time windows with zero competing stimulation. You attach a small, immediate reward to the completion of each block, not during, after. This teaches your brain a new association. Deep work leads to reward. Over time, the loop rewires, not because of willpower, because you changed the architecture. You were never lazy. You were never undisciplined by nature. You were running a system that was never designed for the world you live in. Now you understand the system. And understanding is the first step to control. This is what Kaizen is built for. Not to motivate you, to show you exactly how your mind works and how to take it back. Next video, why procrastination is not a habit, it is a defense mechanism. And once you see it clearly, you will never procrastinate the same way again. Subscribe if you want to keep going.